Good morning student. Today we are going to see the next part of our lesson tides. Before this period we learned why tides occur, what is the scientific reason behind it. Then we see its geographical explanation. We saw centrifugal and gravitational force. Then we learned spring tide, types of tides, in which spring tide we learned, and then we learned neap tide. Now we are going to see the effects of tides. What happens after the tides occur? Do you know intertidal range? The difference in the water level of the high tide and the low tide is called tidal range. The difference between the high tide and the low tide is called as tidal range. In open seas, this range is about 30 centimeter. Open seas, the difference between the high tide and the low tide means the tidal range is 30 centimeter. However, towards the coastal areas, it goes on increasing. But as we go towards the coastal areas, this tidal range increases. Along the coast of peninsular India, the range is around 100 meter, 100 to 150 centimeter for most of the part. Along the coast of peninsular means towards the peninsular India, the range is about 100 to 150 centimeter. The highest tidal range in the world is observed at Bay of Fundy along the Atlantic coast of North America. And the highest tidal range means the difference between the high tide and the low tides is observed at the Bay of Fundy along the Antarctic coast of North America. Here the tidal range is about 1600 centimeter. Here the tidal range is 1600 centimeter. In India, the highest tidal range is in the Gulf of Cambar. It is about 1100 centimeter. And in India, the highest tidal range is in the Gulf of Cambar. It is about 1100 centimeter. Now we are going to see the effects of tides. With the high tide, fish move into the creeks and these help fishing activity. When the high tide occurs, the fish moves in the cracks and due to this it helps the fishing activity. The tides clear the waste and hence the coast became clean. Due to the tide, the waste material or the core of the sea became clear and so the coast became clean. Ports do not get filled with sediments and the ports do not get filled with sediments means the tide flow that sediments with it. Ships can move up to the ports during high tide and ship can move up to the port during the high tide. During high tide, sea water can be stored in salt pans from which salt can be obtained. And when high tide occurs, at that time, sea water can be stored in salt pans. Sea water can be stored in salt pans and from which we obtain salt. The tidal force can be used to generate electricity. And the difference between the high tide and low tide means the tidal force can be used to generate electricity. A lack of an understanding of the timings of high and low tides may cause accidents to swimmers entering the sea. The lack of understanding the timing of high tide and low tide, this may cause the accidents to the swimmers. The tides help in maintaining the mangroves and the coastal biodiversity. Tides also help in maintaining the mangrove forest and the coastal biodiversity. The next point is timing of the tides change daily. Timing of the tides change daily. Timing of the tides change daily. Next point is timing of the tides change daily. The tides are continuously occurring phenomena. We know that tides occur continually. After reaching the maximum water level during high tide, the low tide sets in. Similarly, after reaching the lowest water level during low tide, the high tide sets in. After reaching the maximum water level during the high tide, after reaching the maximum water level, the low tide sets in, and similarly after reaching the lowest water level during the low tide, the high tide sets in. Remember that in the following discussion, the highest limit of the high tide is mentioned, and in the following discussion, here some discussion is given, and in this discussion the highest limit of the high tide is mentioned. See figure 3.9. You will understand why the timing of the high and the low tides change. Here some figure is given us. Here in this figure, point P1 is given, point P is given, point F and F1. Here M1, M2 and M3. What is given in this figure? We are going to learn it. Why do the tide timings change daily? We know that the timing of the tide change daily. Why do this timing change? There will be high tide at point P as it is opposite to the moon. This is the figure of the moon. And at point P, there will be high tide at point P as it is opposite to the moon, because this is to the opposite side of the moon. As point F is opposite at an antipodal location to the point P, and point F is also opposite to point P at antipodal position, it will also experience high tide at the same time. Means this is moon and this point P is opposite to the moon, then point F is also opposite to this point P. So when at point P the high tide occurs at the same time at point F, it also high tide occurs at point F because it is opposite to the point P. It will take 24 hours for point P to come back to its original position, Point P will be at point F after 12 hours. And it takes 24 hours. It will take 24 hours to point P to come back to its original position. Means the high tide remains till. And after 24 hours, the point P will be at point F. After 12 hours, point P will be at point F. The same change will also occur with reference to the point F. The same change will also occur with the point F. Point F will not experience the same high tide because in the meanwhile the moon also would have moved a little ahead, approximately 6 degree 15 minutes. Hence it will take 25 minutes more for point F to come to the position opposite to the moon. And point F will not experience the same high tide. Point F will not experience same high tide because the moon moved, because the moon changed its position, and the point F will come back to its original position after 25 minutes more than point F. After 12 hours 25 minutes, F will arrive opposite to the moon and it will experience high tide. After 12 hours and 25 minutes, F will arrive opposite to the moon. This point F will arrive to the opposite to the moon and it will experience high tide. At that time it will experience high tide. Point P opposite to point F will also experience high tide. And when high tide occurs at point F, at that time, as being opposite to point F, point P also experience high tide at that time. Later again, after 12 hours and 25 minutes, point P1 will experience high tide as it comes in front of the moon. And then after 12 hours and 25 minutes, point P1 also experience high tide as it comes opposite to the moon. There will be high tide at F12 as shown in the figure 3.9. And as shown in figure 3.9, when point P1 experience the high tide, at that time point F1 also experience high tide. There is high tide and low tide twice a day. Generally, the time difference between two high tides is of 12 hours and 25 minutes. And in 24 hours, generally, high tide and low tide is experienced twice a day. Means one time high tide is experienced and at low tide also experienced. And the difference between the two high tide is 12 hours and 25 minutes. Try this. Take a wide open large dish. Keep the dish on the table or a flat surface. Here some experiment is given to you. Take a wide open large dish. Keep the dish on a table or a flat surface. Fill water in the dish up to the rim. We have to generate waves in the dish. Is it possible to generate waves without touching or shoving the dish? Try doing so. In what different ways can you generate waves in the dish? And we will see the geographical explanation of waves in our next period.